Hello, music lovers and conversationalists. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the return of Friday First. Tonight, I'm excited to share with you an artist who is one of my favorites and one that I give credit to for my love of the blues rock genre. There are actually five that I would tell people to check out first among so many others out there, and then you can kind of go down the rabbit hole of the blues rock genre. And those five are Mike Zito, who is no stranger to this channel, Albert Castiglia, same as Mike Zito, no stranger to the channel, Shamika Copeland, Vanessa Collier, both of who I've mentioned several times, and tonight's featured artist, and that is none other than Samantha Fish and her solo debut album off of the Roof Records label, which was released in 2012, called Runaway. Runaway is jam-packed with 10 tracks for your blues loving experience, and it is an amazing accomplishment. Mike Zito is the producer of the album, and he lends his guitar skills and vocal skills on the eighth track called Push Comes to Shove, and this song really is one that you can hear what could possibly happen. You get kind of a glimpse of what could happen if the two were to go into the studio, a la Mike Zito and Albert Castiglia, where the two of them cut Blood Brothers, which was a huge success worldwide and is still getting rave reviews by blues fans all over the world. I would love to see that happen between Mike Zito and Samantha Fish, whether it's on Gulf Coast, the Gulf Coast record label, which Zito owns, or Ronda Records, which Samantha Fish is currently signed to. But that remains to be seen if it will happen. But we do have Runaway to talk about, and before we do so, a little bit about Samantha Fish. She is the younger sister of Amanda Fish, who I recently put a video out about for Friday Firsts, probably about a month and a half to 2 months ago. As I said in the video, Amanda Fish and Samantha Fish come from a very musically inclined family. Their mother was the director of the church choir in their local Kansas City area where they grew up. And also their father is a very talented guitarist who kind of set the groundwork for the two of them to be successful blues guitarists. But maybe some of you know this and maybe some of you do not. Samantha Fish actually started out with drums and chose that as the instrument of for her, but switched to guitar, and I think it's safe to say that she made the right choice by switching to guitar over the drums, because her career has just been on a fast track to success, and she is just wowed fans all over the world and has such a strong following and loyal following with fans, and she does not disappoint when she takes the stage. And speaking of taking the stage, I believe she is currently on tour with the 30th anniversary celebration of Roof Records, and prior to that, in the summer of 2024, she was touring with Slash and his Serpent Blues Festival, I believe it was called, where he had so many different blues acts, including Samantha Fish, Eric Gales, and I think at one point Larkin Poe were even involved in that, so that would have been pretty cool to see. But Runaway is what started it all for Samantha Fish in terms of solo albums, and really took her career down a path to success and stardom that shows no stop of slowing down and no boundaries. In her early days, she credits Stevie Ray Vaughan, Tom Petty, Bonnie Raitt, and the Rolling Stones as being her most influential musicians and bands, and really kind of molded and shaped her style of playing and songwriting. And she credited Sticky Fingers by the Stones as one of her favorite albums, and it's one of my favorite too, and it's, I think, one of their best in their long, storied catalog. Samantha Fish is a multi blues music award, blues music winner, including multiple wins in the Blues Music Awards. She won the Blues Contemporary Album of the Year in 2018 for her Chills and Fever album, which was the second album she released in 2017. 2017 was a very busy year for her. She released Chills and Fever in the, I think, early part of 2017, like February, late February, early March, followed up by Belle of the West, which were two completely different sounding albums showing the talent that she has to share with her fans, and that she's not showing that she's not afraid to test different sounds. The first one in 2017, Chills and Fever, was more of a soul, funky blues kind of sound, and Belle of the West was more of a country feel to it. I preferred Belle of the West more than Chills and Fever, but both very successful albums and very good albums. The album here tonight, Runaway, we have 10 tracks on here, and I thought I would take a few minutes and share with you the ones that stood out to me the most, which are the title track, Down in the Swamp, Runaway. Actually, I'm sorry, Runaway is the title track. Down in the Swamp is the opening track. Today's My Day, and the cover song on here, Louisiana Rain, which is the Tom Petty classic and one of my favorite Tom Petty classics. Down in the Swamp starts off the album, and then it is a menacing force of nature that really sets the tone for the album. It's got a darker side of Samantha Fish's playing and her songwriting, and she just really grabs the listener by the ears and doesn't let go until the final notes ring out on the close of the album. The title track, Runaway, is another phenomenal song off of the album. It's a hard rockin' tune. It's clearly the Runaway for the rocker of the album. It just will blow your mind away, and really a treat for your eardrums and all senses, if you will. And it is just a great piece of work, and one that will have you hit and replay over and over again. And it's one that, to this day and age, I still don't get tired of it. And it is an awesome live song. She's closed with the album, with that particular song on her live sets, and also she has played it in the as an opener, so it works out really well as an opener and closer, and sometimes even as an encore. But wherever it falls in the set list, it's always a great song and brings fans to their feet, and they always give a rounding a standing ovation for that particular song, Runaway. And that's probably my favorite song off of the album, but there are two others that I'd like to discuss real quick, and those would be Today's My Day. This one here is a little more a song about starting over, wiping the slate clean, just, starting your life over with no particular plan in mind. But in this one, we definitely see another darker twist of Samantha Fish's songwriting, and it just fits so well on this album. And I think fans are going to like the song Today's My Day. It's one that is a great song if you're having a bad day and just want something to listen to and kind of escape from the world, or just want to tap into your dark side, if you will. But Today's My Day is another one that really stood out as one that I think blues fans and music lovers would really like. Kind of hits that universal feel of just escaping from your day-to-day life. And as I mentioned earlier, there is one duet or one cover on this album, I should say, and it is called Louisiana Rain, which is the Tom Petty classic and one of my favorite Tom Petty classics. And what I like about this song being covered by Samantha Fish is it shows a softer side of her playing, and it really fits well into her wheelhouse of songs that she can really take as her own and make it sound like she wrote it on her own. But I think Tom Petty would give it 2 thumbs up for the efforts that Samantha put out in terms of recording the song for this album. But Runaway is one of my favorite debut albums, and I should do a top 5 or top 10 favorite debut albums for a Friday First episode. If you're looking for an album to add to your collection and want to see where it all began for Samantha Fish, I highly recommend checking out Runaway. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I have some other ideas for Friday First, and we'll be putting out a new episode next week, and one I think you're going to enjoy. So thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy to be putting out new Friday First episodes as the new season starts. I guess you can call it season 2 unofficially. So stay tuned for more. I hope you're having a good weekend, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.